All right,
Can
everyone.
y'all?
Welcome to today's Focus with Crystal. I'm sorry on my end. I'm having some technical issues, so you won't be seeing me on this episode, but you will be hearing me. So I have two lovely individuals here today, Queen Angela Valentine and Queen Cassandra Grant. And these two women are amazing in so many ways because they have overcome a lot in their lives. And as we all know today, it's all about overcoming. We can't allow setbacks to cause us to not move forward in life. And we can actually share our story to help someone else to come up out of their rut and be a queen as they are. So we're going to start off with Angela Valentine, but just to give you a little background on Miss Valentine and Queen Cassandra is Queen Angela, she started a organization called the Girls Women's Club. So she's going to be talking more about that. And she also is a minister and she's celebrating her 60th birthday today. So happy birthday, Queen.
Thank you.
And so we have Queen Cassandra Grant on the show today. Today's Focus for Crystal, and she's going to be sharing with us her amazing journey on being a actress in the entertainment industry. And we're going to be looking at some of her movie clips where you can go and check out her information on YouTube. So, yeah, I'm just happy to have you ladies on the show today. I'm happy to know you guys. You guys are inspiration to me. And I know you'll be an inspiration to so many other people. So let's start with you, Queen Valentine. So tell people about is this a nonprofit organization and where is it based and why did you start the Billionaire Girls Women's Club?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, Crystal, Queen Crystal Hughes. Yes, it is. The organization started about 5 years ago. I came up with it. I was sitting in my room one day. I said, I'm a billionaire. I love helping people, young women and girls, because myself was a traumatized young lady at a young age, at the age of 14. I said, I need to help people because there's a lot of young ladies out here in the world that has been traumatized and is pushed under the rug and hushed under the rugs. And we like to keep things silent and hidden and don't like to talk about things. And I just came up with it. I stay in my head a lot. And as long as I stay in my head, we're going to be all right. Okay? As long as I stay in my head, I can help people, I can help others. We can get things rolling and moving, keep the ball rolling. That's how I got started. And here I am today, 5 years later. I do
That's
a lot
amazing.
with I do a lot with the homeless. I like cooking. I like feeding people. I just love people. I love loving on people. I love hard and strong. Yeah, just don't ask me why, because I grew up in a happy place. I've always been loved. That's all I got. I can't explain. That's all it is. That's where I'm
So,
at.
so when a young lady reaches out to your club, what does that entail? You're looking to help build women up to be billionaires or
Yes, they're
is
diamonds, rubies, and pearls. Right now, I am in the phase of getting my own building so that I can have a safe place, safe haven for them. Because the family dynamics we have today, we got young mothers having babies on top of babies, and there's no structure in the home right now because you got sons and mothers and boyfriends and everybody sleeping with everybody, everybody smoking with everybody, everybody doing this, and we don't have nobody listening, teaching, and doing the things that I'm accustomed to coming up with, growing up with, and the structures like going to the schools, PTA meetings, being there, home doing homework when you get out of school, going to the school for our PTA meetings, Awana after schools, popping up at the schools instead of popping off with guns, ready to fight, ready to do this and do that. We don't have back in the day parenting. I need my charger. Excuse me, ma'am, in the bedroom. We don't have that anymore. And I look around and I see it's sad what we have out here today. It's really sad. Don't get me wrong, we have some parents that's still in tune with what's going on. And the literacy, I'm trying to get a structured literacy program going. uh, it's sad that some of them they can't even sit down and do basic arithmetic with their children, and they get mad and frustrated, get mad at the child. Just go do what you want to do. It is really sad out here today. It's sad, you know. It's sad. It's
Well,
terrible.
well, one of the things you said that made you start your Billionaire Girls and Women's Club, is because you yourself have experienced some tragedies and you overcame some of those tragedies. So, what tips would you give to someone, a young lady who's, going through a lot, with loss and, not having, respect from the men in her life, or not having any men in her life at all? Like, what would you say to someone like that? How could you encourage them to, based on
Okay,
what?
um, repeat the question again, Crystal. I apologize, audience, and anyone who's listening. I had to go get my charger because the phone has been ringing off the hook today. Okay, I'm good now. Repeat the question again, my dear.
Yeah, I'm sure, because it's your birthday. Everybody's calling to say
Yes,
happy birthday.
yes.
Yes, yes. So no, my question is, with your billionaires girl, excuse me, and women's club, what would they, a person with you with your story, how can you help to inspire someone based on what you've been through, to, just help them come out of their own shelter and believe that, there's a way out.
Do not let your past define you. Always keep your head high and your shoulders abroad, and just talk to somebody. You cannot trust everybody. Do not think because a man tell you it's gonna be okay. Even a woman, don't think that it's gonna be okay. Just trust and believe in God, because He will never forsake you or leave you. Always, always, because you just pray, and it's always better on the other side, because that's what I had to do. And
So your ministry
oh,
is.
wait a minute, let me explain that,
Mhm.
because when you're there by yourself, and let me break it down to you. When you're there by yourself and you all alone and you don't have no one, when you there by yourself, and in the drawer, babe. When you there by yourself and all alone and you're scared and confused, it's like you don't have no one and you're afraid and you're by yourself. It's hard on a child and don't know no better, and you don't have no one. You don't know what to do. You feel that your mom can't help you, your dad can't help you, and you feel like you're a lost child. You're like a lost child. Like, everybody needs nurturing and caring and love. Like, I'm trying to break it down so everybody can understand that you're lost. Say, like, you got an orange here and an apple here, and there's a vine. We all know that oranges come from where? Everybody think they come. We know navel oranges come from where? Florida, right? But and then we got bananas, and we got grapes and all of that. And everybody wants to be feel love. Okay, let me break it down like this. I'm a daddy's girl, right? The first person I ever fell in love with was my dad, because my dad showed me that a man is supposed to provide, protect, and love and care for us. So every man that I met, I thought he was supposed to do the same thing that my dad did for us growing up. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but it didn't work that way in the real world once I got out there in the world. And I want them to know that life It's cruel out here. It's cruel, but you don't have to accept the things that a man nor a woman, because women and men are cruel out here. And you have to know that you yourself as an individual, you have to love yourself by any means necessary. You're the baddest person in the world and in the room, and you are diamond, ruby, and pearl at all times. And love yourself. You're the most important person in the room, and you're responsible for your own happiness. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure that my girls be a billionaire, love themselves, be the best that they can be, and don't have to feel that they have to be less than and have the most highest self esteem in the world. Okay? By
Well,
all means necessary.
that's really good because we really need that in our community, especially. And I was just thinking, like, I'm probably going to put together an event, a resource event, and I would love to have you come and be one of the speakers.
Oh, one more thing, Crystal, one more thing, because guess what? The mind, the mind is the most important thing because the heart has a mind of its own. And don't get me wrong, I've been there. So by experience is your best teacher. Okay? And that's the only thing. Experience is your best teacher. Because that heart, that thing has a mind of its own. And that's a terrible thing. Okay, and it's easy to be caught up and manipulated. Okay? It's easy to be manipulated. Very easy. Been there, done that. And I have been a victim, but I'm also a survivor. Okay? I am a survivor. Okay, I'm ready.
So your ministry called Minister Angela Valentine, the Kingdom
Yeah.
Outreach Center Ministries.
No, it's Kingdom Outreach Ministry. I'm under overseer Dr. Ann Coles of Kingdom Outreach Ministry.
So what
She's
got
my
you into ministry?
through that ministry, I'm the minister of the DMV, Maryland, DC, and Virginia. I do outreach ministry. I love outreach ministry because I meet people where they are. I go up in all the holes out there, meaning all the drug strips, all the late at night when it's freezing cold, when don't nobody go want to go out there, like quote unquote, all those church people. God said this, God said that. On Sundays when they all up there praising, doing this, doing that, they don't want to go up in there. They talk a good game, walk a good walk, but when it's all said and done, when they out there ODing, need narcon, they don't want to go up in them holes when it's below zero outside. It's too cold for me to do this. But trust and believe. Angela up in here making 500 sandwiches, making bags, going out there with blankets. I'm out there. I was out there with Minister Christina Flowers. We got all of those people from under the I-83 bridge, the Belvedere Housing Projects. And guess what? Right now, the Belvedere Real Housing Projects have over what 200 houses right now, permanent housing vouchers. We may have lost two that froze to death, but all of them, by the grace of God, have permanent housing vouchers. And I was out there with them on that march. You understand me? And we went to 6 pillars, starting with City Hall, the jails, everywhere. And we got them permanent housing vouchers. And yes, it was freezing cold out there. And I stood right beside Christina Flowers and we made sure they had permanent housing vouchers and we got them housing. Yes, we got them permanent housing. And I stood side by side with her. I'm supposed to be with her right now, but I'm here. I'm supposed to be right there with her right now with the housing director. And when I finish this interview, I'm gonna go right there to meet her and the fire marshal and them. I'm gonna be right there with them. And it's my birthday. What is it? I'm still working. That makes me happy. Stuff like this make me happy because you know what? I'm genuine. I'm not a fake, phony person. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader, and I don't run with a clique. Okay, to satisfy, make people happy. Okay, I do what Angela and what God tells me. I'm a servant today. Okay,
So you've been doing that
I,
for how long, Angela? Queen Angela, how long have you been serving the outreach ministry? You say 2 years?
no, all my life under my grandmother. My grandmother's gone on home to heaven. I ain't had a home cooked Thanksgiving meal for my grandmother since I was 7 years old, and her name was Letha Mae Blunt, and she been doing it over 30 years up in the Shaw community. My grandmother was well known, and I was up there running with her, and she is well known. And at the Lincoln Theater, she was the American Classic Pageant queen, and she's the founder and the director of that. So that's how long I've been doing it, ripping and running up under her also.
So let's talk about your catering business. So you got a lot going on. You got your Billionaire Girls and Women's Club. You do outreach ministry, and you also cater, right?
Yep, Evie's Cafe.
That's
It's
the
called
name of your
Evie's Cafe. The name of the catering is Evie's Cafe, and that
business.
is dedicated to my cousin who I lost June the 5th, 2020. You know,
And do you
yes.
have a website for that?
No, not as of yet. You gonna put that up, Crystal. You gonna build a website. How about that?
You said EV Cafe.
Evie's Cafe.
How you spell it?
EVE hyphenated with a S. Evie's Cafe.
So you had a birthday party. What is that? What was that Saturday night? And you catered your own birthday party.
Yes. Me and Big Ron's Cafe. Big Ron's Cafe.
So
Yes.
is it a soul food restaurant?
Exactly.
And
Yes.
what kind of items do you have there?
What did we have there?
As far as what do you basically sell on in your Eve's Cafe?
Her specialty, Evie's main thing was crab cakes. Crab cakes, salmon balls, shrimp, seafood salad, what is that other thing? Salmon, Hennessy, maple wings,
Maple.
uh, teriyaki wings, a whole bunch of goodies. I ain't gonna tell you everything. Some things gotta stay under control.
Ah, girl,
Control
you have
information.
my mind watering over here because that food was
Yeah.
delicious. You guys did an awesome job. And what was the name of
Thank
the other catering you said?
my little cousin, Big Ron's Cafe. He's in Waldorf, Maryland.
Big Ron's Cafe. That's what's
Yeah.
up. That was really, really good.
Yeah.
So how long have you been cooking? How long you been doing that?
How long have I been cooking?
Yeah.
Well, since I'm a mother of 12 beautiful children, 5 godsons, and 49 grandkids, a pretty long time, and to be a beautiful, gorgeous 60-year-old today. You do the math.
Wow. Well, I definitely can tell because that food was delicious.
Thank you, darling.
So what are your
So,
plans for today for your birthday? What do you got planned?
well, since I got a handsome nephew sitting up here in my face, I don't know what he got planned for me.
So I'm gonna
I just took myself to breakfast because I just needed some time to myself and get my mindset ready because I thought we were going to talk about the other part of the um you know the show. And then I see my girl Lacey Lace. Hey Lacey Lace, I see you up there in the camera. I love you, sister. And
so
thank
before you
everybody. Let me just say thank you everybody for all the birthday wishes, the birthday love, and I just want to get a shout out. So, you gonna give me like 10 minutes to get the other part out, Crystal, or
Yeah,
you
that's
gonna
what I was
just
gonna say. If
post
you
that?
have anything else you want to share, and then I'm gonna pull up your business card so people can see.
Okay, let them see that, and then we're gonna talk about the other part of it, or we're gonna let that go.
No, please share whatever you like.
No, I'm not about. Do you want to talk about the other part of the focus of the group of the? You know what I'm saying? Of the. All right, we're gonna get right into it.
Yes,
Who is Angela Valentine?
yes. Who is Angela?
Valentine. Angela Valentine is a victim of sexual assault. I was sexually assaulted December the 16th, 1978 by a gentleman that sexually assaulted me for over 2.5 hours. Am I allowed to get raw, Crystal, or what? Because,
Yeah, because there's some people who
okay,
probably
well,
think
he
that.
assaulted me for 2.5 hours. I know this gentleman. And because of the family member, I'm going to just keep a little bit of it private because I don't want to bring up no feelings. Okay. And I got to protect my family as I will, what y'all do. He assaulted me for over 2.5 hours. He ejaculated all over me, went in every hole of my body for over 2.5 hours. I begged him and asked him to stop. And then I went into a trance. He went to sleep. He passed out over top of me. December the 16th, 1978. He continuously and continuously to rape me, went in every hole in my body. Every hole in my body, he continuously to hurt me and hurt me. I could not do nothing. I tried and I tried and I tried to fight him off. I tried to fight him. I tried to fight, but I couldn't. My mother laid home on her back. She had just had my brother. She could not help me. I made it back to my mom.
As you should have.
When I got back to the door, as my sisters opened the door, they knew something was wrong with me. They knew I was hurt. They knew it was disarray. They knew something had happened bad. So he bust through the door before me. He said, "Bitch, you not coming in here." I said, "Oh, yes, I am." I said, "You're not going to hurt in my mind. You're not going to hurt my sister, my mama, nor my little brother. I mean, damn, if you going to hurt my family like you just hurt me." He hit me. I ran in the kitchen. I seen cartoon characters. And then the knife fell off the grandma's carving knife. Fell off the refrigerator. And it fell in my hand. And I went to wear his ass out with that knife. And I wore his ass out. And I just kept going and going and going and going. And I kept going and going and going and going and going until I couldn't go no more to that bastard. Because he wasn't going to inflict no more fucking pain on no goddamn body else. And that's what I meant. And I'd do it again if I had to, because he wasn't going to hurt no goddamn body else. And that's what the fuck I mean. And I meant it. And I mean every word I say. And it's gone to the sea of forgiveness. And that's what I said. And that's what I meant. Because he hurt me. And I mean, goddamn if he ever do it again to anybody. And for the sorry ass mothers that don't believe their damn children when they tell them that a fucking they man hurt their children, I don't have no remorse for they sorry ass either, because they worth shit. They're to believe a sorry ass man Because they doing it to your children right in your own goddamn home and face. Because they not nothing. Because these sorry ass men are raping your goddamn girls and boys in your home. And they telling you and they persuading you and they ain't worth a goddamn. Because they raping boys and girls. They ain't worth nothing. And you're a sorry ass piece of hell as a woman and a man. Because they raping them right in your face. Because it happened to me. If you don't believe your child, yes, some of these promiscuous girls make up shit. But 99.9% of the goddamn time it's the damn truth. Because I was one of them victims. And it happened to me.
Well, and Queen, I had a best friend, and it was happening to her. Her uncle was sleeping with her on a regular basis, right under her auntie's nose, right in the house.
And she didn't believe her.
Didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. And we both, she came to me one day and said, Crystal, enough is enough. I'm leaving. I can't do it no more.
It is sad. It's sad and it hurts. It's just like I killed him and the one that hurt somebody else in my family. I did it and I'll do it a goddamn again. Because a goddamn title don't mean shit to me. Anybody hurt anybody belong to me and my family, your ass gonna die. Because you hurt one of mine, you going up out of here. That's what I mean. Because Angela is mean and ruthless. You come for one of mine, you gone. Because I'll do the time I did it once, I'll do it a goddamn again. So anybody, you could say, oh, she a minister? Yes, she is. But you hurt one of mine, you going up out of here. Because don't nobody deserve that pain from a sorry big-ass man. You like it and lay up under him and love him, then that's on you. But not me. Not
Well,
me.
I definitely understand your frustration and your pain, because not going through that, but being there for my
Because you
friend
sorry and weak
and
and
watching
needy
her.
and need a damn man. You that damn sorry and need a damn man that bad and needy. Like now, niggas think you need a man and you need a man. You need a damn man. You need a damn man. You need a damn man.
So Queen Cassandra, we can ready to come to you and talk more about what you got going on as far as your movies and stuff like that. So I'm glad to have you on the show to today's Focus with Crystal. So we're gonna go into a quick little commercial break. So anybody out there who's interested in finding something fun for their families to do for the summer, we got the Playhouse Playground located in Iverson Mall on the lower level. They have an indoor playground. They're going to be doing a summer camp. So if you are interested in finding out more on how you can get your kids involved for the summer, all you have to do is go to playgroundplayhouse.com. Again, that's playgroundplayhouse.com, or Google it put in Iverson Mall. And they're going to have a lot of great things for the summer as well. Also, for my readers out there, we have Money in My Garter, an urban fiction novel. Great read on Amazon.com. It's written by me, your girl. So check it out. Tell me what you think. And if you're looking to learn more about AI, you got to check out the AI classes hosted by Adib Muhammad. And that's on Friday and Saturdays. And you can look that up on the website at Media Group Gene X. Again, Media Group Gene X. And don't forget about the Cannabis Bus Tour that's coming up on April the 28th, sponsored by Trulieve. So it's an educational bus trip, guys. You don't have to consume to be on the bus. There's no consumption on the bus whatsoever. This is a educational bus tour. We're going to be touring the True Leaf Dispensary, and they're going to be talking to us about various things about cannabis, the ointments, the cream. What is the difference? What is sativa? What makes you sleepy? What don't make you sleepy? Those kind of questions, and just how it can help with any pains that you might have in your body. It is, like I said, it's an educational bus tour. You can find the event on eventbrite.com. Again, that's eventbrite.com, and that is the 420 Cannabis Bus Tour. So we about to get it in with Queen Cassandra, and she is literally known as Lacey Lace. That's her actress name. So I'm gonna call you Lacey. Is that cool?
That's cool.
All right. So tell the people about yourself, and then we're gonna jump into this movie clip.
Okay, well, a little about myself. I am an actress in the DMV area. I also travel. I go to different locations if there is an acting project. I've always wanted to become an actor since I was a young teenager, as far back as 13 years old. I always wanted to be on TV, not knowing the ins and outs of the entertainment business, not knowing that it was hard work, long hours, memorizing lines, reciting monologues, and all of that stuff. I didn't know back then. Now all I knew is that I wanted to be on TV and become an actress. Well, with that being said, I took the steps as I got older. After I was married, raised my children, took care of my parents when their health issues, when they had their health issues, and after a while, after everything progressed and moved on, I decided that I was going to go after the dream that I have always wanted, and that was to act. I took the first steps in. Oh, you're showing the movie clip. I took the first steps in going to acting classes, workshops, and trying to find out everything about the business of entertainment. You don't find out everything at once. It comes along the way. But just to learn the first steps of being in the business is good for everyone who wants to become an actress to do that. And classes, very important. Some folks think that they don't need acting classes, they don't need workshops because they think that, quote unquote, that they're so good. No, everybody wants to get into the business, but no one wants to take the initiative to invest in themselves, for the acting classes and things of that nature. So I think you do have a clip. You can let me know when you are ready to show the clip and I can stop talking. But I want to also say that you have famous actors like Denzel Washington, Viola Davis, and Sylvester Stallone. They still take acting classes. You have to still stay fresh. You still have to keep your skills and abilities in order, to memorize lines, to bring out the uniqueness that you have that may not have ever came out before. So they still do workshops and things. So it's not like it just stops. It's growing. It's a growing success and staying fresh with the skill of acting. I've also, even now, I take online classes now with the Winner's Circle with Wendy Lane, and she has a program where she starts you from the beginning, learning the beginning to the end of the entertainment business. I want to also say that I have worked on numerous projects. For one, I've worked on the OWN Network, which that was a dream come true when Oprah started that the OWN Network, and I was blessed to have a chance to work on Greenleaf, and that was filmed in Atlanta. I think I'm like maybe on 3 or 4 episodes. No, I didn't have any lines except for maybe I think one time I could say amen or whatever, but it didn't matter. The experience of being on the OWN Network and being there in Atlanta filming on a real production, professional production, absolutely loved it. And I got a chance to meet a lot of the actors that were that held principal roles in that. I also worked on BMF, Black Mafia Family. That was in Atlanta. Great production. Charm City. That's with Jada Pickett and Will. I had a chance to meet them both, along with her brother. He was a casting a person, not person, but he was part of the production. That was in Baltimore. And it was called Charm City.
This movie that's we get ready to go into. Tell me what the movie is about, and you say you're playing a grandmother in this movie?
Yes, the movie is called Guns Down, and I am playing the grandmother of which my granddaughter. She gets shot. She's an innocent bystander. We're coming out the store, and bullets are flying, and she gets shot. She dies right into my arms. So pretty much it was a rivalry going on with some teenagers. They started shooting, and my granddaughter, she was the one she was shot, and she died in my arms. So right now it's a trailer. The movie have not came out yet due to unforeseen circumstances, which as an actor I can't get into that. But that is the trailer of the movie, and it shows very sad emotions on what some of the victims experience when they lose a loved one. I was really caught up in it because I've had friends that their children were gunned down. So to produce real tears, I mean, it came naturally. It came naturally. It was heartfelt to me. It came naturally, even though I can produce tears in just seconds anyway. But that was a very heartfelt moment for me.
All right, so let's get into it.
I am sick and tired of children going to school and afraid to walk the streets, on the playground, afraid to play. People are in their homes playing with their games, and their bullets are flying everywhere. So this is the day that we're going to make some noise to say stop the gun violence.
Junior, what's going on? This is not how I raised you.
Every day in school, I got spit on, kicked, every day. And I try to tell you, but you always say, leave it in God's hands.
You know what you holding? That's life, and that's death.
Your name is G right now. Your name is officially G. That's short for God, man. You give life and you take it.
Well, oh yeah. Ho.
I told you last time, bro. Them shoes you had, that was yours. This mine, bro.
You got it.
Jasmine, don't walk away from me. I don't want anyone to steal you from me, okay?
Okay, Grandma.
I think I remember. I know who shot my baby.
What you talking about, Rita?
I know who killed my baby. I seen him.
You think I need to call the detective? I got the car.
You have any idea what the fuck you just did? Nigga, give me the fucking gun and let's go.
There is no better time than now for you to believe in the power of God.
Put him down. Put him down. Put him down. We need to do this in memory of baby Jasmine. Come on, somebody. Come on, put him down. Put him down. And if you want to do anything right, put your guns down. You are not God. You don't have the power to give life or take life. Put the gun down.
Stop the violence. Put your guns down. Stop the violence. Put your guns down.
That was a strong message. That was intense because a lot of people don't realize that they're playing a game that is not a game of winning. There's no winners in that game. And that the person who has the gun and the person who on the other end, they both lose. Both family loses. Nobody wins. And it's a tragedy. And they're so brainwashed in reference to just the type of music and everything that's just teaching them to kill, 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 destroy, 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 so that the prison system continue to make its money and create the breeds that they want to create. Because when you go to jail, that's, no matter what you go for, especially if you go for a long time, you are not the same. They have created something, and they call it institutionalizism, but no, it's creating a different whole nother breed of mindset. You know what I'm saying? And it's a tragedy. And for you to be able to play a role like that, how emotional and how deep you had to go with that. How did you go about even receiving that role, and what did you think when you got it?
Well, at the time when we were when the role came to me, Andrea Harris, it was a time that the movie should have came out. It would have been very nice. Well, with the shootings that's going on now, it would have been very beneficial for people to see the movie, because I don't want to give too much of the movie out, but at the end, or pretty much during that church scene when the pastor was saying, put the guns down, all the young people that was inside the church came up to the altar and took their guns out of their pocket and put the guns down. They put them down and left them in the church. But it was very emotional. Even watching it now, I wish I had some tissues right here by me. I didn't know I was going to get teary-eyed and teardrop, but it was very emotional, but I felt good doing it. It put me in another mindset. But what helped me also, not just because I had a couple of friends that lost their children through gun violence, innocently taken away, but just thinking about my own too. You never know how you will feel, but I'm thinking as I'm doing that part, this could be my child here on the ground. This could be my child. So it was very emotional. And I just took in consideration of all the mothers and fathers that have lost their loved ones.
Yeah.
It's tragic. It's a tragic.
It is a tragic, and that, even the funeral part, you played a good role in that. What is it like when we get those kind of roles, and what's the hardest role you ever got that you like, man, I don't know about this one, or was too emotional?
Well, I would say that one, because that one, as you only saw a little bit of the trailer, it's another part when we get the news that it happened. No, not that it happened. We get the news. It's some news, but I don't want to say what it is. But I get emotional again, and I'm crying, and it's just, that was emotional. But I felt that I could do the part, and it hurt me. Again, I'm gonna say, during that time, a lot of victims and people that I know was getting killed, just innocently dying from gunshots. So just putting myself with my friends that I know felt pain, I felt compelled to do the movie and to say yes to do it.
So I see that you're in a movie too called The Christmas. What's it called? The
Christmas Room.
So you didn't send me a trailer for that one.
Yeah, I didn't, and I meant to, and I'm sorry I didn't. But the movie, I don't want it to be misleading, and I hope Myung, she's from the Shooting Stars. She wrote the movie,
Mm-hmm,
and it's not what people may think. They may think that it's a Christmas movie.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The movie is about a family member that has dementia.
Oh, okay.
And around Christmas time, the daughter or granddaughter, she's coming home from college and she's discovering that something is wrong with her family member, her grandfather.
Mm.
So the scene is around during the holiday time, but it's not a Christmas movie. It's an everyday movie, and it's going to be upcoming June the 1st. Um, it's very emotional. A lot of people should even bring your young children there, grandchildren, because sometimes they're the ones that can pick up first that something is wrong with mommy, daddy, grandma, granddad. But just learning the signs of and being aware of how a person may start to have the symptoms of dementia. So if you have loved ones in your home, you want the love, you even no matter how young, maybe even 10, you have smart 10-year-olds. They can bring awareness that something is wrong.
Well, you know what? That is amazing that you say that. And the movies that you're in is like really what's need to be in theaters. Like they play so many things that don't give you some type of education or some type of something you can leave with to be like, oh, okay, right. My aunt does that or my grandfather does that. And I thought he had dementia, or, as the movie is Put Your Guns Down, they see a movie like that. Guys might be like, you know what? How many Black boys would go see that? I think a lot of Black boys would go see that movie,
Yes.
They don't have those type of opportunities because the Hollywood is not playing those type of movies. It's more of a, just carry the gun and, gun violence, hooray. And so how do you get involved in those type of, where do you find those type of roles in those type of movies? And how did DC become one of the big hubs? Because I read that you went from New York and then you came to Washington, D.C. So it seems like those movies were produced here in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, they were produced here in Washington, but I go back when in my bio, and it's how my story began with when I first began to act. I started back in 2018, and I started off doing student films, and it was in New York City. And I received a lot of training, a lot of just learning, and I was not getting paid for it. They would give a free reel, give free meal ticket, lunch, dinner, or whatever. And to me, it's still, I wasn't getting paid for the student films. So some of the universities would do the films, or students. I wanted the experience. It wasn't about me making the money. I wanted the experience. So New York was there, and I attended some of the workshops in New York. So they was giving out so much information and training and things like that. So that's how. But I also have family in New York too, so it kind of made it easier for me to travel back and forth because I could stay with some family members. I did luck out on occasion, and if I had to stay overnight with the student film, they would pay for they would reimburse and pay for my stay at a hotel. So that was always fun too. But what was the second part to the question?
No, I was just saying that it seems like those type of movies are here in DC. How did DC become such a big hub really for the acting world and movies?
Well, seems like within the last, I'm not going to say, I would say here recently within the last 3 years, especially since I've been working with a lot of the independent filmmakers here, it's been popping for about 3 years. And it's even going stronger now because everybody seems like they're making films now. So this is the new Hollywood. So I do a lot of movies for June Diazo. I may be pronouncing his name wrong. In June, if you are watching this, I'm sorry. But we have a segment called Hollywood in DC. And that's just what we mean. We all the movies are coming here. So this is the new Hollywood. Yeah.
Hollywood and DC.
That's right. This is the new Hollywood now. We don't have to go to California, Los Angeles, and all those different places. This is the new Hollywood. Mm-hmm.
So when you say the new Hollywood, what makes you feel so confident about that? Other than, of course I see you getting gigs, but is it because it's more Black independent film owners that's people finally stepping out there, and that's Black owned businesses, or is it just business as usual?
Well, not just because they're Black, African Americans, but there is because they have filmmakers here, so they're doing their thing, and they're giving a lot of people experience to be on set, to be in their films, and it's just, I don't know, it's just the new Hollywood. At one point of time, it was not here like this at all. I mean, you can see now, anybody may be walking down the street that you see and they're in a film. They're there. You're like, and you see them be like that. But yes, a lot of more Black filmmakers now, but not just Black. There's a lot of, because I work with a lot of different ones. So they're doing their thing and they're doing real good. So yeah, I'm enjoying it with the filmmakers here in the DMV. I must say, I'm very happy, and I'm just blessed that they consider casting me, and I'm always welcome to be in their films because they're doing great and giving everyone opportunities with their production.
This award we have right here on the screen. Tell us about that.
This award is I received it last year for one of the top DMV actresses and in the DMV. I was very honored that June, he's a film director, presented it to me for some of the films that I have done. I've done several films for him. Yeah, so I was very honored to get this award, but that's what it was for.
So how often do they have award shows? Was this award show particularly here in DC?
Yes, and as a matter of fact, it's coming up again. We have it every May, and it's called the WMIFF Awards, but it means that's the abbreviation for World Music Independent Film Festival. And June Diego, he's the one that sponsors it every year, and I'm there every year. I've been going. This will be my 4th year, and I help host or present awards to actors. So I'm looking forward to it. It's coming up May 3rd. It's a 2-day event, May 3rd to May 4th. I think I have, or the 4th and the 5th, but it'll be posted on my Facebook page. It's very nice. All celebrities from all over. They come here every year, along with the actors here in the DMV. I know one year he had Halle Fonte was here with his daughter, because his daughter is an actress, and some other well-named actors. They also come and they award it. And if they're not receiving an award, they come for the entire red carpet gala. Very nice. And the whole activity is the festival is very, very nice. We have a whole program set up for everyone.
So what advice would you give someone that's listening who's interested in getting into acting here in the DMV area?
Well, first of all, you need a headshot. Get your headshot, because filmmakers would love to see your headshot, possibly even a full body shot. You have a reel. If you don't have a reel, your resume and reel, or just your resume, and then if you don't even have that, prepare a monologue. Monologues are always good to have on hand if you don't have those, because the filmmaker is going to want to see something, and sometimes they'll ask you to do a self-tape. But yeah, reach out to some of the filmmakers And it's a lot of them that will give you a chance to do your thing. Yes. And also, you get involved with the acting classes. There's a lot of acting classes here in the DMV. It really, really is. And sometimes even attending the acting workshops, they know filmmakers and they will pass your name on, to work in their films. Yeah.
And this is all
Networking.
opportunity.
Networking. That is a major network. I went to a movie premiere last couple of weeks called 8th Street. And I picked up a new movie coming up soon, just networking with a filmmaker. I had no idea that they asked me would I be, but they of course had their eyes on me from my Facebook page when I post little things on my Facebook page. And also I'm going to be in a play. I think the play is coming up in July, but I have a small part in the play, but just networking like that, just like that. But God is good. He's going to put you where you need to be. You know why? Because you're going to be where the things and places that you like to do, you're going to network. You're going to be blessed at some point to get just what you want to do. Yeah.
So how long did it take you to, when you switched from New York to DC, you say you've been acting in DC for how long?
Since 2018. So that's a good question. That's a good question. Thanks for asking. My first project after that, I started doing 48-hour films. So they do that every year. And the movie is held in Silver Spring at the Silver Theater. I did 2 48-hour films, and one of them was a dream come true. Y'all may think I'm crazy. I like vampires. So I did a 48-hour movie. I think a movie, it was called The New Blood, and I was a vampire. I was a mother vampire.
Wow. So you should have seen that trailer.
And the reason being, I'm giving my age, but I used to like to watch Dark Shadows, and it was about a vampire. And I don't know, Barnaby Collins was a vampire in this movie. I know some of y'all out here, y'all know what I'm talking about, Dark Shadows. But anyway, I've always wanted to do a movie, and I was blessed. That was my first movie, 48-hour film. The film director did the movie in I think we did it in 48 hours. Yeah. And then the movie was premiered at Silver Theater. Yeah. So that was that one is near and dear to my heart. So after that one, I did another one called Dishing with Katie. And that was done within 48 hours. I was a podcaster for, I was a podcaster, and it was for a cake business. The person that I was interviewing on the podcaster in the movie, she was had a cake business. But anyway, long story short, I did 2 48-hour films, and networking there, just networking at that premiere. I met other people. I met a couple of producers that knew other producers, and it just continues to grow on and on and on. Even now, I'm meeting people and know people. I'm meeting new people all the time. That's in my arena of things that I like to do. So it's going to come to everybody who's right there where they need to be and what they love to do. It's going to come.
All right. Well, the time has come to say thank you for coming on to the show. If anybody would like to contact you, how can someone get in contact with you?
I'm on Facebook. My Facebook name is Lacey Lace Actress. So Lacey, Lacey, then the word Lace, Lace, and then Actress. I'm also on Instagram. My Instagram is watch_what_you_c. So it's yeah. I don't know if you want to put it up there, but it's watch_, and then what is spelled WAT, then it's underscore, then the letter C, Yeah, I'm confusing myself now, but it's watch what you see.
Watch what you see. So WATCH. Watch what, and
Well,
then
it's underscore. Mm-hmm.
watch underscore
Uh-huh.
what.
WAT, and then the letter U underscore and then C.
That's on Instagram or where? Where is that?
That's on Instagram. And I didn't make that name up. My son, I didn't know. I know that I needed to have Instagram or what 4 years ago. I didn't want it. My son said, "Well, no, you go ahead and get an Instagram account." I said, "I don't know what I want my name to be." And he said, "I got something for you." And he came up with the name Watch What You See.
Wow. So I thank you so much for coming on the show, Queen Cassandra, aka Lacey Lace. You guys check her out on Facebook and social media, and Instagram, and find her on YouTube. You got a YouTube channel?
No, I don't. No, not right now. I don't have a YouTube channel, but if they have a title of whatever they want to see, they can just type it in and it should come right up. Yeah.
And I want to thank lovely Queen Angela for being on the show today. Again, happy birthday to you so much. You guys are amazing. I'm glad you was able to come on and share your testimonies and just, inspire people that, yes, they can still do it all, and if they need support, you guys have the support for them to help get them in the right direction. So again, check out Queen's Angela, her Women's Club, Billionaire Women's Club, and Queen Cassandra, her acting career, and check out some of her movies. And again, you're on today's Focus with Crystal. Don't forget, we having a wig drive coming up October 19th. So if you have wigs you want to donate, tell a friend, come on through. We're going to donate wigs just in time for the holidays, and make sure these ladies, individuals have hair and looking good for the holidays. And don't forget about the Cannabis Tour Bus Tour Educational, sponsored by TrueLeave, April the 28th from 1 to 4 p.m. Check it out on Eventbrite. Thank you guys for joining today's Focus with Crystal. You have a wonderful evening.
Hey, Crystal, one question. After what is spelled W-A-T?
Okay, let me fix that.
And then after the T is the underscore too.
You could have typed it on over there.
Oh, girl, I'm not tech savvy, but where do I do it? Well, no,
watch. Say at watch.
Well, how about Facebook is just good enough. They can go on Facebook. I post mostly on Facebook.
So Facebook under Lacey Lace, right?
Yep, Lacey Lace Actress. That's the whole Facebook name.
Actress. Yeah,
that's
the whole Facebook. You guys can find her there on the Facebook. She is an amazing person. And again, if she has some stuff going on as far as acting, she could definitely give you guys some tips and tricks of the trade.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for having us.
And you got a few happy birthdays from Miss Nicole.
Oh, Angie. Happy birthday, Angie.
And Michael Emperor said, congratulations.
Thank y'all, everybody.